We're coming from Wexford town today. We're in the third week of August. It's a lovely sunny day. I think the temperatures may be around 20, 21 Celsius, so we're not complaining. And joining us for this vlog,
hello everybody.
We have Lorraine.
Hi,
and thank you for joining us here.
Thank you for having me.
And the reason why I've invited Lorraine is she runs a community group here in Wexford town. So I'd love to know more about it, and I'm sure my viewers will. So if you'd love to tell me about it.
I certainly would, Ruin. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
My name is Lorraine Whitmore and I'm the founder of the Network For Good community group here in Wexford. We work with those who are homeless, rough sleeping, anyone who is elderly or vulnerable, and also with a focus on mental health, wellbeing and awareness.
How did you get started in this?
So I started when I was volunteering with another community group here in Wexford with Johnny that you would have seen in your previous episode.
Oh, that was in New Ross, yeah.
In New Ross, yeah. I heard you had a lovely time.
We
taking
did.
In the sights. Yeah, so I was volunteering with Johnny, and then I decided in February that I wanted to found my own group. So that's where I ended up doing it.
That is very admirable of you. There's not many people who can do that and still stay sane. I mean, you must have your bad days.
We do, of course. We do have tough days. You do have cases that, of course, you know, they would wrench your heart. But you have to have a fine balance and be able to have your own self-care and prioritise your own mental health and well-being.
So how do you deal with it when you do have a bad day?
So when I have a bad day, well, I always check in with myself. I'm very passionate about mental health awareness and well-being because I am a passionate mental health advocate. And for the last 15 years, I've been very aware of mental health and spreading that awareness, especially for myself. We've been in recovery because I live with anxiety and depression. So for me, it's a constant checking in, seeing how I am, where I am, and just knowing my own limits and where I need to stop. That's it, really.
Fair dues to you.
Thank you.
So you have my utmost respect. So
Thank you.
What I'm going to do, people, I'm going to put some links below. If you want to find out more about Lorraine's work, feel free to click them. They should be down below in the description. So in the meantime, Lorraine is going to show me around Wexford, some of her favourite spots, and talk about it, because Wexford was actually the first place I set foot on when I visited Ireland as a child back in the day, because my uncle was living here at the time, working in a local Indian restaurant.
Everything to your satisfaction, sir?
No, I can't say that it is.
So it does bring back a few memories of my childhood, albeit for those 6 days I spent here.
Oh, very good. Well, at least they were memorable because you know, they had an impact.
Wexford was a town. This is why I fell in love with Ireland. I couldn't believe how friendly the people were, how friendly the Irish were, and that is why I'm here today.
Oh, very good. Well, I'm glad that you stayed, Rue.
Thank you.
Or at least came back and stayed with us.
At last, we have someone who doesn't want to get rid of me. You heard it, Johnny.
Here's Johnny.
We have Johnny, who is behind the charity Homeless Hands Wexford. So Johnny, tell me a bit about your organisation. When did you set it up and what was the reason for it?
Well, where we are at the minute, Rue, is we're actually walking along this part. It's called the Wexford Quays.
There's some of the boats in the harbour there, and they're actually fishing trawlers, aren't they?
Indeed, yeah. So it's always a very busy place. This is where a lot of the fishing trawlers outside of Kilmore Key in Wexford town, this is where they come and they dock. So we have all our fishing boats here and our trawlers. Also, you can see out that way is the arm of the quays, quite beautiful. And over on the far side is after being just regenerated also. So on the far side of the water over there on the riverbank area is also after been regenerated now, where the public also go, but there's ships, the smaller ones, docked there as well.
Now these look new. How long have they been here for, Lorraine?
So these are all a new addition that came onto the quay to do with actually the COVID lockdown. So because there was such limited facilities for people, they actually tried to turn it around and put something outdoors. So we have all these lovely outdoor restaurants, I suppose you'd call them.
It does look so positive anyway. Brings a bit of life to the area.
That's right.
We're flying over this island now, Lorraine, so tell me about it because it does look interesting.
Okay, so this is called the Ballast Bank. It's there since the 1930s. Its original feature is for when the boats were coming in from sea or going out, they could offload or unload whatever they were carrying, and then it'd be brought back into shore to save the boats having to come all the way into the quays.
Still along the quay side here in Wexford, and we've reached Wexford Bridge and some interesting artwork here in front of us. So Lorraine, would you like to tell me about this?
Yes, well, we've got quite a few features on the wall, but one in particular is the blue whale. The blue whale was done by a lady called Helen in conjunction with the Wexford Arts Centre.
That is amazing.
So as you can see, as far as I'm aware to the story, this is pottery that washed up on the beach, and the lady who created this was collecting all these pieces when she was out while she was walking, and then she put them all together in the beautiful art piece that's now on the wall. It's actually very beautiful. A beautiful piece to have here. But
That
it's
is
quite
amazing.
beautiful.
And you get away with touching it.
Oh yeah, probably shouldn't, sorry.
And there's more of Helen McLean's artwork all along Wexford Bridge. We're being a bit naughty, folks. We're walking along the railway line. One thing you will find in Wexford town is that there's a railway line which goes all along the quayside, so you've got to be careful. But worry not, the trains do go very, very slowly, and the station is up ahead on the edge of the main town centre. And we're now coming into Monk Street, and this street has my memories of Wexford, because back in the day when I first set foot here, my uncle lived in a flat above a hairdresser's shop, and I stayed here for 6 nights with him, and that's where I encountered and embraced the Wexford culture and hospitality. Now we're coming up to that flat, and that's a hairdresser's shop, Kay's hair salon, and just above it, I'm not sure whether it's the first floor or the top floor, it was that long ago, but somewhere up there. See what they've done with the street. They're doing a lot of construction work on it, and it appears that they're pedestrianising, and it's just so different from how I imagined it from when I was younger. Hey, improvements, progress as they call it. I'm walking up a street called Selskar, and Lorraine, what was that?
So often when I walk through it, I always spot that there's a lovely little barber shop just at the top of the road, and it's called the E. O'Leary Barber Shop. And I just think, considering everything is so modernised, this is a nice, quaint, funky looking place.
This is it in front of us, people. And around here was somewhere that my uncle was working in the restaurant back in the day. It's called the Raja Tandoori. So I'm not too sure exactly where it was, but it is looking down at Selskar. Wow, look at that light over the church there. Yeah, we're in the evening time, as you can tell. I'm just looking around. I actually think it could have been there in front of us, the restaurant, but I can't be 100% sure because things have changed so much. You don't remember a restaurant called Raja Tandoori, do you, back in the day?
Unfortunately, I don't, Rue.
Might have been before your time. No, but hopefully I can find out where it is someday, just looking around now. She's bumping into me here, so...
Welcome to Wexford.
That's a Wexford bump, is it?
Yeah.
Go.
So from looking at this, it looks like...
Sorry.